So, Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to talk a little bit about this very, very hot topic, very trending topic, which is the Morocco stuff. Actually, many people have been talking about that in the media. Finally, they're not talking about Russia or even Israel, which are hubs for major conflicts in the world, but actually, there is this Morocco issue that has been gaining all the media all along. So, we will talk very briefly about that. I think you need a reply of my part in relation to this very complex question as any other question in the world. So I will just read a tweet that I've made recently about the Morocco issue. Let's start together. And if you have any doubts, just let your comments in the commentaries. There is also a map here to help us, right? So here is the Front Polisaris region requested in orange. In yellow, there is the Western Sahara. Recently, Morocco issue came again to me, and that's something also to you. And that's something that I want to bring here to you, for it is not, as many say, popular geopolitical stuff. Actually, a little bit obscure stuff. We know that Morocco was a colony of Spain for a long time, and it's important to make this such difference. Today's country as any other. Indeed, we have been hearing, and there are many incredible stuff about Morocco. We could spend hours talking about their tapestry, about their amazing curtains, about their amazing jewels, the Jewish communities, the Arab communities. So Morocco is an incredible place in many circumstances. I want to visit. I hope you also want to visit Morocco. Indeed, we have been hearing for likely 4 years only about Israel and Russia. Is it not true? Morocco is a monarchy, right, in Africa, and basically every single day, as if there was no other conflict in the world. Actually, there are many others, but everyone was just talking about Russia and Israel. And if I were to give you an explanation about the Morocco stuff, it would be like this. Western Sahara, whose name derives from Arabic Sahara, meaning desert, while Morocco originates from Al-Maghrib, the west, and Algeria from Al-Jazair, the island, is the disputed former Spanish territory in northwest Africa, bordered by Morocco, Algeria, Mauritania, and the Atlantic Ocean. The conflict, as it's here, as it's here. Algeria and Morocco are to the north of it. And Mauritania is in the east of Morocco. The conflict arose after Spain's withdrawal in 1975-1976, when Morocco asserted historical sovereignty over the territory, while the Polisario Front, seeking self-determination for the Sahrawi people, proclaimed the Sahrawi Arab Democratic Republic, SADR, on February 27, 1976. Today, Morocco administers approximately 80% of the area, while the Polisario controls roughly 20% in the east. It's very important to assert that Brazil doesn't recognize the Polisario Front because Brazil has this very important measure adopted in international relations and international law, which is to only recognize states, not governments. So many countries do adopt this theory. It's not it's not a manner, as to say, to recognize governments. Brazil adopts a theory that a state, if they see that they are a state by in fact, then Brazil recognizes it. So let's continue. The United Nations Mission for the Referendum in Western Sahara, MINURSO, established in 1991, continues to monitor the ceasefire and was originally mandated to organize self-determination referenda, has not yet been held. It's very important to assert that who has the prerogative in international law in order to establish peacekeeping missions or missions in general of the United Nations is the Security Council, not the General Assembly. Actually, there was a single operation that happened. It was the UNSO, in 1950 that established. I'm not sure if it's UNSU or UNEF one that happened in Egypt. That was the only one asserted and authorized by the General Assembly. All the others were only authorized by the Security Council of the United Nations, and was originally mandated to organize self-determination referendum that has not yet been held. Morocco regards the territory as an integral part of the kingdom and advanced in 2007 autonomy initiative under Moroccan sovereignty. Algeria supports, which we knew that in Arabic it just means the islands. Why is that? I don't know. Algeria supports the right of the people of Western Sahara to self-determination as prescribed in Article 1, Paragraph 2, and the resolution from General Assembly 1514, including dependents, and backs the Polisario Front and the Sadr that represents them. Spain doesn't recognize the Sadr, and since 2022, which is quite strange because Pedro Sanchez is a leftist, very known for his leftist relationships along with other countries. So it's kind of strange that he doesn't recognize or represents this kind of idea, but okay. Spain doesn't recognize the Sadr and since 2022 has considered Morocco's autonomy initiative the most serious, realistic, and credible base for a solution. The US recognized Morocco's sovereignty in 2020 and supports the autonomy initiative, and Israel recognized Moroccan sovereignty in 2023 in the context of the Abraham Accords. So Morocco and Israel had their relationships recognized very recently in the context of the Abraham Accords. So that's a very important difference that we have to assert here. Israel and Morocco are getting really well, are getting along really well because of the Abraham Accords, mediated in part by the United States of America, by the President Donald Trump. So that's basically the whole thing about, of course, it's not the whole thing, but it's basically resume of this current situation in Morocco, which I had the obligation to really bring for you to comprehend more this stuff together with you. So thank you for the attention on this matter. I hope to see you in the next big trending topic of geopolitics and diplomacy.